My name is Russ Hartz. I'm a 48-year-old father of 3 children and a successful business manager. I manage a small industrial factory in Illinois, degreed engineer, and I had just a little bit of a background about me. I want to talk to you a little bit about Jyoti and my experience with Jyoti. I had come to her as a client some time ago, and I was suffering from what I would say would be anxiety and also depression, possibly to some degree. And I came to her for some help to see if she could help me with those in those areas. So I sat down with Jyoti, and we had a session. And all I can say is the results, or what happened, was profound. I have a hard time putting words to really what happened, but I can relate to you the experience a little bit. I sat down with Jyoti, and she was somehow able to calm me and bring me to some type of awareness, I guess is one way to put it, that I have a hard time describing. Usually my mind is jumping a mile a minute. I'm going from one thing to the next, and I have a difficult time focusing, and I have a difficult time listening because I'm already off to the next 14 things that are in my mind. And this is one of the issues that I've been dealing with. I sat down with Jyoti, and I immediately got this amazing calmness that came through me. And the only way I can describe it is, it's like in my mind, I went to some type of different mind state. I was able to clear all the thoughts from my mind. I was able to focus. I was able to almost look at myself from a different level. It may sound strange, but I was almost like looking down at myself and all the crazy things that I've been doing with my life. And it was profound. It's like I'm looking at this from a different view, a different state, as a different person almost. And I started laughing, actually. In the middle of the session, I went to this really kind of uncontrolled laughter. And it was really me re-looking at, for the first time, and reflecting on how crazy I've been in an anxious way, in a ADD type way, and it really was kind of profound. When I got out of the session, I was in this enlightened state. I don't know how to say it other than that. It was an amazing state that I was in, and I remained there for that day and into the next couple of days, and it actually stuck with me. When I walked out of there, and I never really told Jyoti that I was on Lexapro at the time, or how messed up I felt at times, but when I walked out of there, and not to her advice, because she didn't really even know I was on Lexapro, I immediately knew I didn't need this stuff anymore. I'd been on Lexapro for about 7 years, and I had quit using it about 3 years prior. The side effects of getting off of that were horrible. It took me about a month to get through the side effects. And then after being off for about 6 months, I quickly got back on because of just the stress and strain that was in my life. I immediately knew that I felt calm, and I just knew that I no longer needed to be on my Lexapro. So I stopped taking it. And what was interesting was, the moment I stopped taking it, I had no side effects whatsoever. Like the first time that I quit, there was no side effects. I felt wonderful. And I have been at a really amazing state of peace, happiness, and contentment ever since that first session that I had with Jyoti. So it was real. She is the real deal, and I don't know how she does what she does, but she does it, and it can affect you, and it affected me in a very profound, positive way.